Come step back in time. Hello, history enthusiasts. Welcome back to HIM. Today, we're embarking on a journey through time to the era when the sun never set on the British Empire. But before we start, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon so you won't miss our future historical explorations. Now, I know you're all eager to dive into the rich tapestry of the British Empire, but let's take a moment to appreciate the sheer scale of what we're about to explore. Picture a world map in your mind. Now, imagine it at a time when nearly a quarter of that map was painted in the colors of a single nation, the United Kingdom. From the vast plains of Africa to the bustling streets of India, from the icy landscapes of Canada to the sun-drenched shores of Australia, the British Empire was truly a global phenomenon. So buckle up, history buffs. We're about to take a thrilling ride through the highs and lows, the triumphs and tragedies of this extraordinary period in human history. Let's dive in. The British Empire was the largest empire in history, with colonies and territories spread across every continent. But how did this small island nation come to rule vast lands and diverse peoples? Let's start at the beginning. In the late 15th century, England was a relatively minor player on the world stage. However, the discovery of the New World by Christopher Columbus in 1492 sparked a race for overseas exploration and colonization among European powers. England, under the rule of Queen Elizabeth II, was not to be left behind. In 1583, Sir Humphrey Gilbert claimed Newfoundland in the name of Queen Elizabeth I, marking the beginning of England's first overseas colonies. This was followed by the establishment of the Jamestown colony in Virginia in 1607, which became the first permanent English settlement in the Americas. The 17th and 18th centuries saw a rapid expansion of English colonies, particularly in North America and the Caribbean. These colonies were primarily established for economic reasons, with the aim of exploiting the natural resources of these lands. The cultivation of tobacco, sugar, and cotton led to immense wealth for the English crown. However, the growth of the British Empire was not just about economic gain. It was also driven by a desire for strategic advantage over other European powers, particularly France and Spain. The control of key trade routes and strategic locations around the globe was of paramount importance. The British Empire reached its zenith in the 19th century, following the Industrial Revolution. With its powerful navy and advanced technology, Britain was able to exert its influence over vast territories, including India, Australia, and large parts of Africa. But the seeds of the empire's decline were already being sown. The cost of maintaining such a vast empire, coupled with growing demands for independence from the colonies, led to the gradual dissolution of the British Empire throughout the 20th century. Today, the legacy of the British Empire can still be seen in the widespread use of the English language, the prevalence of British law and governance systems, and the continued existence of the Commonwealth of Nations. But the empire's impact, both positive and negative, is a topic of ongoing debate. The rise of the British Empire is a tale of exploration, trade, and conquest. From the establishment of the East India Company to the colonization of the Americas and Africa, Britain's influence grew exponentially. But let's delve deeper into this fascinating period of history. The East India Company, established in 16, was not just a trading entity. It was a symbol of British ambition and a catalyst for the empire's expansion. The company's ships sailed the high seas, braving treacherous waters and unknown territories, all in the pursuit of trade and wealth. The colonization of the Americas was another significant chapter in the empire's story. The British were not the first Europeans to set foot on American soil, but they were the ones who left an indelible mark. The establishment of colonies like Jamestown and Plymouth laid the groundwork for what would become the United States of America. But the British Empire's reach was not limited to the East and the Americas. Africa, too, felt the impact of British colonization. From Egypt in the north to South Africa at the continent's tip, the British flag was hoisted high. The scramble for Africa, as it was known, saw Britain and other European powers carve up the continent, forever changing its political and cultural landscape. Yet, the rise of the British Empire was not without its challenges. There were rebellions, wars, and conflicts, both within the colonies and with other European powers. The American Revolution, the Boer War, and the numerous uprisings in India are testament to the struggles that marked the empire's expansion. In the end, the British Empire's rise was a complex interplay of exploration, trade, and conquest. It was a period of history that left a profound impact on the world, the effects of which are still felt today. At its peak, the British Empire was truly a global power, with Queen Victoria as the Empress of India and the ruler of a quarter of the world's population. But what was life like in the empire during this period? Let's take a closer look. Imagine, if you will, the vast expanse of the British Empire. It stretched across continents, from the cold, rugged landscapes of Canada to the sun-drenched plains of India, the bustling ports of Hong Kong, and the vast wilderness of Australia. This was an empire where the sun never set, a testament to its sheer size and reach. Life in the empire was as diverse as the territories it encompassed. In India, the jewel in the crown of the British Empire, life was a blend of traditional Indian culture and British influence. The British introduced railways, telegraph lines, and even cricket, which remains a national passion to this day. However, it was also a time of great inequality and unrest, with the Indian people living under British rule without representation. In contrast, life in Australia, a penal colony turned prosperous outpost, was marked by hard work and the promise of a new beginning. The discovery of gold in the mid-19th century brought a rush of immigrants seeking their fortune, transforming the country's economy and society. Meanwhile, in Africa, the British Empire had a profound impact on local societies. The scramble for Africa in the late 19th century saw the British establish control over vast territories, introducing new political and economic systems, and forever changing the face of the continent. And let's not forget the British Isles themselves, the heart of the empire. During Queen Victoria's reign, Britain underwent a period of significant industrial, cultural, and political change. The Industrial Revolution transformed the country into the world's leading industrial and trading nation. However, this rapid progress came with its own challenges, including urbanization, poverty, and social reform. So life in the British Empire during its peak was a tale of contrast, progress, and exploitation, transformation. It's a fascinating period of history that continues to shape our world today. Like all great empires, the British Empire was not destined to last forever. The seeds of its decline were sown in the very methods it used to maintain control. From the American Revolution to the wave of decolonization in the 20th century, we'll explore how the sun finally set on the British Empire. But first, let's take a step back and understand the magnitude of the British Empire. At its height, it was the largest empire in history, covering over 13 million square miles. That's nearly a quarter of the Earth's total land area. It was said that the sun never set on the British Empire because its breadth was so vast that there was always daylight somewhere in its territories. The empire's strength was built on its powerful navy, which allowed it to control crucial sea routes and establish colonies around the globe. From India to the Caribbean, from Africa to the Pacific, the British flag flew high. But with such vast territories came vast challenges. One of these challenges was maintaining control over such diverse and distant lands. The British Empire used a variety of methods to do this, from establishing local governments that reported back to the motherland, to using force to suppress any resistance. However, these methods often led to resentment and a desire for independence among the colonized people. A key turning point was the American Revolution. The 13 American colonies were among the first to successfully break away from the empire, setting a precedent for other territories. The American Revolution was a clear demonstration that the British Empire was not invincible, and it sparked a flame of hope for other colonies yearning for independence. Fast forward to the 20th century, a wave of decolonization swept across the globe. Countries like India, Pakistan, and many African nations gained their independence. This was a period of immense change and upheaval, as the map of the world was redrawn and the balance of power shifted. The decline of the British Empire was not a sudden event, but a gradual process that took place over several decades. It was a complex interplay of political, economic, and social factors. But at its core, it was about the fundamental desire of people to govern their own lives and determine their own futures. So, as we delve deeper into this topic, remember that the sun may have set on the British Empire, but its legacy continues to shape our world in profound ways. Stay tuned as we explore this fascinating period of history in more detail. The legacy of the British Empire is complex and far-reaching, shaping the world we live in today in countless ways. It's fascinating to delve into the intricate tapestry of history and see how the threads of the past have woven together to create our present. Let's take a moment to appreciate the cultural diversity that the British Empire brought to the world. From the spicy curries of India, the vibrant music of the Caribbean, to the traditional Maori haka in New Zealand, these are all part of the rich cultural heritage that has its roots in the empire. As he's seen, the sun may have set on the British Empire, but its impact is still felt around the globe. It's a testament to the enduring power of history and how it continues to shape our lives in ways we may not even realize. Thanks for joining us on this historical journey. We hope you found it as enlightening as we have. If there's another historical topic you're curious about, don't hesitate to drop a comment below. We love hearing from you, and your input helps us create content that you'll find interesting. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video with fellow history buffs. Your support helps us continue to bring history to life in an engaging and accessible way. Until next time, keep exploring. Remember, every day is a chance to learn something new about our shared past. History isn't just about the past, it's about understanding our world today. So, stay curious, keep asking questions, and together we'll uncover the stories that make us who we are.